All
Yep.
right, let's go. Let's go to our next category. Do you want to choose it? Psych. I'm just kidding. I run that shit, bitch. All right, let's do. Let's do worst 10 movies of the year.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
Worst. Let's do worst 10 shows, and let's do the movies next. Or worst
okay.
5 to 10 shows.
All right. So at number 5, I have the One Piece live action. This was not a good series. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. But if you've never seen the anime, if you never read the manga, and you enjoyed it, I can't blame you. I can, but I can't because you should watch everything, bitch. But that's okay. So yeah, for somebody who does read the manga, who's watched the anime, this was not good. I'm sorry. Like I'm not gonna pretend like it is. I'm not gonna fucking hype it up. Like I'm not gonna dick eat. This was not a good series. Now, do I think that it has the potential to be good? No. I wish they would not make a season 2. I don't even think like they even realize the amount of problems that they're going to have moving forward. But I'm interested to see what they do. I will be watching. Go ahead, Monty.
Can I ask you, was it not good to you because it wasn't translated well from the anime, or was it just not good because it's just not a good show? Just even in a vacuum, it's just not good.
So I never expected a one-to-one adaptation, and I'm glad they didn't go that route. I wasn't mad with the things that they played with. I just don't think that it was good. Like I just don't like. I'm sorry. Like
Okay.
there were certain things that they got good. Like I said, Iñaki Godoy's Luffy was great. I thought the walk to Along Park was wasted. I thought it could have been way better. What
How
is
about
that? Oh
Arlong?
my! I forgot about nigga Arlong. Oh my god! Every time this nigga comes on the screen, yeah, bitch,
Boom, boom,
yeah,
boom,
bitch. You
boom,
know
boom.
what? One Piece Live. Fuck you guys for fucking doing that. You motherfuckers. You niggas knew it was like we need to get the black audience. Make Arlong black and then just put on some fucking hip hop every time he comes on. They're gonna love it. And bitch, I did. But fuck you for making me. You motherfuck you guys. Holy shit. Um, yeah. This is not a good series. Yeah. Where am I? Number 4, Loki season 2. Now, I don't think that this is bad. Just like I don't think One Piece live action is bad. It's just not good. Um, Again, I think that there are good things in it, but for the most part, it's extremely forgettable. Unlike you, when Jonathan Majors came on, I was still half asleep, uh, and all the time travel and reveals, and it just didn't land for me. They just didn't. I appreciate what they're trying to do with Loki as far as like making him the god of time or whatever the fuck they're trying to do. We don't know. Um, they're gonna turn him into the time stone. That's what they're gonna do. He's green. So fucking dorks. So yeah, I mean, I personally, I just didn't love this. Number 3, Love and Death, starring Elizabeth Olsen and the nigga from Like Mike. I can never remember his name.
Jesse Plemons, great actor.
There it is, Jesse Plemons. Yeah. This is a story about the nigga, or sorry, Elizabeth Olsen cheating on her husband, and she ended up having to hack the bitch to death because the wife found out. This is based on a real life event. Honestly, I shouldn't have watched this. This really just isn't my thing. But Abby really wanted to watch it. I actually think she kind of enjoyed it, which is crazy. I will say the death scene that they were able to get away with and do on Netflix was actually really well done. Like to see this bitch getting chopped up by an axe like 47 times or whatever it is.
This was on
This is on
Max, though, right?
HBO Max. Sorry, HBO Max. The death scene they were able to do and get away with that lady getting chopped up 40 something times was actually crazy to see. So I will give her props for that. Number 2, Yu Yu Hakusho live action. Holy shit.
Oh,
I mean, no, look. I've stated numerous times. The first 2 episodes of this, I thought I was like, oh shit, we've got something here. And then like the rest of it happened. I was just like, okay, this show actually is ass. I think that if they were to continue and they kind of took what made the first 2 episodes good, which is not the anime part, sad to say, I think that they could actually have a decent show, but they rushed so much and whatever. This is what happens when you're a fan of something you don't like anything. Sorry. Number 1, honestly, my number 1 isn't a bad show. I really don't think any of these are like D's or F's. They're just not good. And that stays with number 1, which is American Born Chinese. I think my hype for this may have led to my disappointment for this. Um, I mean, you know, some things were done really well as far as like the family element, the regular day to day stuff, but kind of like Yu Yu Hakusho, like once they started getting all mystic and spacey, I was just like, this isn't this these don't mix. They
It
don't.
sounds like you like street level.
I never said I didn't like street level shit. I just don't like it as much as your ass. Yeah, let's do a street level Spider-Man movie where he's got Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and like, no, nigga, we don't want that. So yeah, that's my number one. American Born Chinese. What do you think, Money? What's your top 5 to 10 worst movies or series?
All right, 5 worst shows. Only 2 of these are actually bad. The first 3 are just not that good. Number 5, I have The Mandalorian season 3. Um, God, it just wasn't good. It relied on way too
It
much
wasn't.
besides the core story. And
Excuse me.
it just kind of lacked focus for me, and which is so disappointing considering how season 1 and 2 were just so great. At number 4, for worst show of the year is Twisted Metal. Now, I've stated before,
I'm about
I
to say,
had
I
fun
thought you
with this
liked this
show.
show.
I have fun with it, but I mean, objectively, it's still bad. I mean, Anthony Mackie is doing all he can, but it's still a bad show. But I think a
Mm.
lot of fun can be had with it. At number 3, Sweet Tooth season 2. Uh, People who know me know how much I hate this fucking show. I keep giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Bro, you're nuts actually for continuing to watch this, and you're like, nigga, I don't think I've ever heard you say anything positive about this show. Like, what is wrong with you? You're fucking nuts.
The
Oh
last
my
season comes
god.
out, I think next year or the year after season 3, and I'll be tuned in. All right. At number
Sweet tooth.
2,
Oh man,
At number
that's funny.
2 is Harlem season 2. This is the show starring Megan Good on Prime Video. This is the show that all the mamas and aunties ate me up on TikTok when I posted my
How would you
review
know what
on
it's
it.
like to be a 37-year-old woman? How?
Apparently, I can't speak on this show. I'm not a 40-year-old black woman. So, but I enjoyed season 1 well enough, and so there was no complaint saying, "Oh, how can you enjoy season 1? You ain't a 40-year-old black woman." But when I don't like season 2, then I can't speak on it. Anyway, and well, my main issue with that show, by the way, just for context, is that they all act like teenagers, and that pisses me off. At number 1 is the show Swarm. This is the show that I was super excited for, produced by Donald Glover, starring Dominique Fishback. It's my biggest complaint, and Julian knows this, in any kind of media is pretentiousness. I cannot do it. I will not do it. And yeah, couldn't do it. This show was actually pretty bad to me. Led to nowhere. Okay, let's do our 3 most disappointing shows. This disappointing means it's different than worse, guys. And so,
Mhm.
what are our 3 most disappointing shows of the year?
Okay. At
Wait,
number,
I'm sorry. Nope, I skipped the category. We didn't do 5 worst movies. Sorry, I'll do that one
okay.
next.
Turn my notebook back around. Worst movies. Here we go. All right. So only wow. Okay, so I gave 4 Fs, 2 Ds, and then the rest are just C's that honestly I just didn't like. I just didn't
Oh
vibe
wait,
with.
hold on.
Oh,
All right. You went above and beyond and did more than 5 movies?
oh yeah. What? Is
Oh
that
wow.
bad?
No, I'm just saying because it said 5 worst movies, but yeah, okay, yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah, I
hatred in
have
your
10.
heart.
No,
Okay,
I
wow, go ahead.
mean, there's
Go
there's
for
just
it. Go for it.
there was not a lot of good stuff this year. That's my opinion.
I
Well,
see.
that's
Jeez.
not true. I had 15 good and 10 that made the bad list. So, all right. Number 10, I had The Flash. This movie just was not good. This is also on my disappointing list. Spoiler, but this was just not a good movie. I mean, it's unfortunate that like they knew they couldn't really go anywhere with the character with the downfall of DC, the downfall of Ezra Miller, and I think that there are some things that it succeeded in, but for the most part, the movie just doesn't work. It's ridiculous, and it was done better on fucking The Flash, like live action TV series with Grant fucking Gustin, which is disgusting to say out loud. Monty?
You remember when this movie was teased as being like the turning point in terms of like this is when it's going to turn the DCEU into the DCU, and I think maybe after the Ezra Miller controversy, they just like, nah, we're just going to end it here. But
Could have been.
it could be interesting to see how they would have tried to do that, though, if this was the crux of like the Passover, you know. But go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Number 9, I have Polite Society. I don't think that this is a bad movie. This movie just exists to me. I didn't really enjoy anything. Sorry. Shout out to Barack Obama. He put this on one of his favorite movies of the year list. I saw. So cool. Doesn't mean anything to me. President. All right. Number 8, Aquaman 2. Oh my God. I don't think this movie is like garbage horrible, like F level, but this is certainly just a phone it in, wahoo type ass movie. Like this movie is just this movie means nothing. I literally have already forgotten every major plot point, and I saw it like a week and a half ago. Number seven, number seven, number fucking seven. Fat ass Denzel, Equalizer 3. Get this shit
You
out of
fucking
here.
bitch. You
Get this
disrespectful
shit
ass
out of
nigga.
here. No,
You
bro.
disrespectful ass nigga.
Get this bullshit out of here, bro. I'm sorry. This nigga Denzel thinks he can just do whatever he want out here and make 3 Equalizer 3, nigga. you woo woo. This was not fun or good. Number 6. This is the last fucking straw with your ass too. Transformers, Rise of the Beast. I'm sick of you. I'm fucking sick of fucking Transformers. I'm not shouting out Peter Cummings, Optimus Prime. No. Transformers. Holy shit. Number 5, You People. I think a movie that a lot of people forgot about with fucking Jesus. Why can't I think
Jonah
of Fat
Hill,
Nick's
Lauren
name?
London.
Thank you. Jonah Hill and Lauren
You
London, Eddie Murphy. What? I can't call him
you
fat.
just you hate fat niggas, huh?
Why would you say that? He's fat.
Nothing. Go ahead.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, I don't hate fat people. This movie just wasn't interesting. It was better done 20 years ago with Guess Who with Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac and Zoe Saldana. Shout out to Zoe Saldana.
When she was black.
Yeah, when she was black, as Wandy says.
Now she's Dominican.
Number 4, Knock at the Cabin, M. Night Shyamalan. How fucking dare you, bitch? Like, this nigga released a trailer, and the trailer was the movie, and that was it. This movie was nothing, like completely nothing. It's so funny because like Shyamalan is known for these big twists or whatever, and when you're in the theater, you're kind of waiting for it, and when it just doesn't happen, you're just like, okay, that's a choice. Like, I get it, because he's known for it, he's not going to do it. Okay, but you got to give me something, nigga. Like, this movie was nothing. The movie was absolutely nothing. Number 3, these final 3 movies. These final 3 motherfucking movies. I was just so upset that I wasted my life to go watch these. Well, Hit and Strike was on Netflix, starring Jackie Chan and John Cena. This movie fucking sucked. I mean,
Tried to warn you.
Yeah. But the allure of Jackie Chan and John Cena should have been fun on paper. Like, to me anyway. To me, like, obviously John Cena is the big goofy, or you can make Jackie Chan the goofy guy. Like, he's like, Jackie Chan is well versed in comedy and action, and we just got none of it. We just got this boring action story about this random part of the world that nobody gave a fuck about. Number 2, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Guys, when I tell you this movie doesn't mean anything, and I want y'all to know, I hated this movie when it debuted in March or April, whenever the fuck it was. Now, it's popular to hate Zachary Levi because he said whatever he said about James Gunn and his brother. That doesn't mean anything to me. This movie was bad when he came out. And I don't want him back in Shazam. I'm sorry, I don't. Number 1, Renfield. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you, Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult, Aquafina? This movie was terrible. I almost walked out. I almost did, and I don't know what possessed me to stay because I should have walked out. But this movie, I'm a big horror fan. I'm a big Dracula fan, and they just did no service to either one of those categories. So this is the worst movie of the year by far. Do not see it. Don't support it. That's all.
All right. At number 5 for me is House Party. I mean, this is the Julian's top 5 of the year. How crazy is that?
It's not crazy. You have Polite Society in your top 10 or whatever. So crazier things happen.
This is a stain on black cinema. At number 4, I have these next 4 are just like the bottom of the barrel. Like, well, actually, all 5 of these. At number 4, I have We Have a Ghost. This is the show. I mean, the movie on Netflix starring David Harbour when he's a ghost, and I think Anthony Mackie's in this as well. It's just it's the Netflix formula, which I hate. I'm not going to rant about that anymore. At number 3 is Fear. This is the movie starring T.I., Terrence J. Howard. It came out in like January. It was a
King
horror
Batch.
film. King Badge. I should have fucking known. I should have fucking known.
Monty, I told you. I was like, why are you going to see this in theaters? Like, you're crazy.
Terrence, just like the allure of just seeing black people in a horror movie. Sorry, I want to support my own people. At number 2, Back on the Strip, another black film. What a cast! Bill Bellamy, fucking
Faison Love, Wesley Snipes,
Faison Love, Wesley Snipes, Gary Owens. This was just so awful. Guys, I will pay you not to watch this movie. And at number
Damn.
one is a movie I walked out of, Beau Was Afraid, by a director who I think is so competent, and which I was just so shocked at this decision to make this movie, by Ari Aster, who made Hereditary and Midsommar, starring Joaquin Phoenix. This movie is just a literal fever dream. It's just constant weird things happening back to back to back with no kind of context, and just it leads to nothing. I walked out of the theater pissed. Do not watch Beau Was Afraid. That's in my humble opinion. Alrighty.
All right.
Now let's do three most disappointing shows of the year. So not worst, but three most disappointing.
Okay. So for let me see. One. Okay, yeah. So number 3 is The Mandalorian season 3. It's unfortunate. I was really, really excited for this, like any Mandalorian fan would be. Mando Din Djarin is literally my favorite character. I just don't think really anything landed here. Um, yeah, very, very disappointing. Number 2 was American Born Chinese. Again, a show that I was very excited for with the cast. They had Michelle Yeoh, we had Ki Hu Kwan. It looked like we were going to get like an original story told from that perspective by the dude who directed Daniel Cretton, whoever directed Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited, and it just wasn't good, in my opinion. And number 1 is the One Piece live action. As a diehard One Piece fan, I was super hyped for this, and it just didn't live up to any expectations I had. So those are my 3 disappointing. What about you, Monty?
All right. This is a very dour part of the pod. At number 3, I have a Star Wars entry, but not Mandalorian. I have Ahsoka season 3.
Mm,
I don't know, just everything was leading in the right direction on paper. We got Dave Filoni, we got Rosario Dawson coming back, and it just amounted to nothing. And a lot of the lore changes actually pissed me off too. At number 2, I have the Idol. I mean, it's not horrible, but just disappointing in execution and how the episodes kind of midway through the season, there's just a big time jump without any explanation, and just it kind of just led to nothing. Like it was kind of no point at the end of the day.
mm-hmm.
I was excited for it, because it was from Sam Levinson, who I love Euphoria, so that's why like all the things on paper worked.
Yeah,
And number
freaky ass
one,
nigga.
I'm a Virgo. This is the show directed by Boots Riley, who did Sorry to Bother You. This is a highly show that I was really anticipating this year. There was a lot of talent behind and in front of the camera, but I just think Bruce Riley is such a visionary sometimes that sometimes it kind of gets lost in the what's the phrase, lost in the what?
Sauce?
No,
I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say.
I don't
Ether?
know, but it lost in the shuffle, I guess, in terms of his vision being clear. But I feel like he has so many ideas he wanted to put into this one show instead of just kind of focusing more. Let's do three most disappointing movies of the year.
Okay. So at number 4, I have The Creator. Um I thought The Creator, like the trailer for it looked amazing. Um I thought the promo and the world building just alone in the trailer, I was like, okay, we could do something with this. Like this might be like actually a really good candidate for movie of the year if it's done right. And it wasn't. Um number 3, I have Megan. Man, like I was super excited to see this dumbass little movie, and when it turned out just to be like a dumbass little movie, I was really disappointed. I was just like, oh man, that sucks. um for some reason the promo convinced me that this is going to be like a new horror staple, but it's not. But then again, they're getting a part 2, I believe, so maybe it will be. What the fuck do I know?
It did well at the box office too.
Okay. Number 2 is The Flash, for reasons I stated earlier, and number 1 is The Blackening. I really, really thought that they were going to go a different direction with this, and when they didn't, I was just disappointed. There's really no other way to put it. This isn't a bad movie, but I definitely don't think it's great. I think it could have been great had they gone in a different direction, but um, that's okay. I mean, they did what they did, and movie's over. So, The Blackening is my most disappointing film of the year.
Alrighty. At number 3 for me is in terms of is Napoleon, directed by Ridley Scott. I mean, Ridley Scott is one of my favorite directors. We got
Joaquin
Joaquin Phoenix
Phoenix.
once again as Napoleon. It's not what you would think of when you think of a Napoleon movie. And maybe I was just a slave or a prisoner to my own expectations. Um, it's not. It doesn't explore the psyche of the world's greatest conqueror, or one of them. It's just kind of a love story and a wonky kind of retelling on history. I just didn't think worked. At number 2, I have Ant-Man Quantumania. I thought this is going to be the movie to pop off Phase 5 and bring the MCU back in the right direction. The trailer looked amazing. Like they were going in a darker tone with bringing in Kang, and even though Kang was really good in it, this movie was just put any MCU script in an AI, and you're going to get this. It had no heart to it, and I was just so disappointed. And at number one, I have Rebel Moon. This is the Zack Snyder film that's now streaming on Netflix. Zack Snyder is another one of my favorite directors as well. And you know how Netflix gave him the keys. He had this idea in his head since he was 12 years old. And to see this is what you do when you have the keys, I was just so disappointed. So yeah, alrighty. Do you want to do? Let's rank all the superhero movies this year. So guys,
Okay.
the movies that came out this year that are superhero considered films are Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, Ant-Man Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, The Marvels, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Shazam 2, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So out of those nine, give me your 9 to 1. I think it's 9.
Yeah. Okay. So I
Uh-oh.
no, well, look, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse wasn't on my top 15 movies of the year. And I really don't think it deserves a spot here either, in my opinion, because I just don't love the movie. I know a lot of people do. It was literally your number one. It's just not one of my favorite things. So I don't want to like do something crazy, like put it at 9 or whatever.
No, you
So I'm
can.
just gonna no, no, no. I'm just
It's
gonna
your-
take it out because, like, seriously, like I just don't love it. So, but I know a lot of people do. So I'll just take it out. So number 8, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, who I already spoke about. Why she was asked. Aquaman 2, and then we have Blue Beetle. I don't think this movie is really bad. It's just they just played it safe for everything that they did in the movie, which is fine. Um, but this movie doesn't matter anymore either. So, uh, and then I have Quantum Mania at my number 5. Wait, yeah, 5. Um, I don't hate this movie like you do. This movie didn't disappoint me, but yeah, number Flash. This movie did disappoint me. Like, what the fuck was this? Never gonna get into stuff that I actually liked, like TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, uh, the Marvels, which we haven't spoken about this entire pod. I actually really enjoyed this. I thought that it was going to be mid, but I don't know. To me, it's a little better than that. Um, Obviously, the reveal at the end helped, but I still like the interactions with all three of them. And I love Kamala, man. She's just a star. And then number 1 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What about you, Monday?
All right. At number 9 for me is Ant-Man Quantumania. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Um, Yeah, it's just not good. Okay, so number 8 to 6 are all they're so aggressively mediocre that it hurts. So I had trouble even
Mm,
placing them in these spots. At number 8 is the Marvels. At number 7 is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I think that's what it's called anyway. And
mhm.
at number 6 is Blue Beetle. Like you said, they're just all just aggressively mediocre. Now 5 and 4, I had some fun with, and that's number 5 is the Flash. I don't hate it as much as most people do. I think you can have a lot of fun with it. I think Ezra Miller is funny at times, even when he's not being unbearable. I love all the callbacks like Zod, and I love the Supergirl introduction, that kind of stuff. And the ending I thought with his mom was actually really impactful as well. At number 4, I have Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I don't hate this movie at all. I think it's a lot of fun. I like this. I like this better than the first one. I think Zachary Levi is, even though him and Asher something, Asher Angel, who plays the younger version of him, have no kind of connective tissue. Like they don't act like the same person at all. Like it's weird, but I think that both of them are having fun enough in the role, and it's just I think this movie, I think I enjoyed it more than most because I just went into it with my expectations on the fucking ground. So yeah, I had fun with it. Now these next three are just great movies in my opinion. Number 3 is Guardians 3. Number 2 is TMNT Mutant Mayhem, and number 1 is Across the Spider Verse for reasons already listed. All right. Give me your top 5 to 10 villains of the year, or from a movie, series, video game, anime, anything. Just villains, period.
So, number 7, I have Balin Skull from the Ahsoka series. It's hard to really quantify him as villain. He's more of like an antagonist, but whatever.
No, he killed niggas, innocent niggas. He's a villain.
I guess. Masterful performance by Ray Stevens. Is that his name? Ray Stevenson? Ray Stevens.
Ray Stevenson, I believe.
Yeah, great performance by him. R.I.P. Number 6 is Superfly. Ice Cube, man, just absolutely hilarious. Um, yeah. It was an interesting choice. Number 5, I have Gravik from Secret Invasion. I still think he flamed out toward the end, but that may not have been his fault. Number 4, I have the High Evolutionary. This nigga was just a menace throughout the entire film. Number 3, I have Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. This nigga destroyed 80% of the world's population by himself. Well, technically not by himself, but yeah. Anyway, number 2, I have Godzilla from Godzilla -1. What did they do to make that nigga so mad, bro? Oh my god. Talk about a fucking menace. And then number 1, I have Dracula from The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Just a great villain. I mean, one of my favorite kills aside from the kid one was the one where the nigga was trying to roll away on that boat. You know, you heard was
oh, the wings flapping. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that shit was crazy. Yeah,
I think every audience member was like, "Oh, I forgot this thing can fly."
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
At number 10 for me is Joe Goldberg from You season 4. I mean, Joe is one of the most. He's a villain that we all root for, which is weird to say, but I mean, he's still a great villain. At number 9, I have Clifton from The Blackening, played by Jermaine Powell. I mean, that interpretation of a villain was just so funny. The reason why he hated everybody was ridiculous. That was the point. Yeah, I thought it was done really, really well. At number 8, I have Arlong from One Piece. Boom,
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
That actor is having a blast, man. And when actors have a blast, I in turn have a blast watching them. And Arlong was a menace too, bro. I mean, you know.
These niggas are literally fishmen. None of them in the pool. Like, I don't get how you can be like these niggas just knew. They was like, yeah, they're black. That's crazy.
If they were black, would they really be in the pool? Number 7, exactly. I have Coriolanus Snow from Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the Hunger Games movie. This is the origin.
You saw that?
Yeah. This is the origin of Snow, and he's kind of an anti-hero at first. He starts off as a really goody two shoes, and I love a good transformation when a character can evolve from one thing to another, and it's done. I thought it was done quite well, even though the movie was just mid. At number 6, I have Gravik from Secret Invasion. All the reasons you listed. At number 5, I have Bowser from Super Mario Brothers. I don't know how you make your list. I mean,
he's not a villain. Fucking Bowser.
What? Bowser ain't no villain.
No.
I mean, he just wants a pussy, I guess. But
yeah, this nigga Bowser was out here for love. Like, I'm not counting him as no villain.
At number 4, I have Superfly from TMNT Mutant Mayhem, voiced by Ice Cube. Great villain. And I love when he turns into Super Duper Fly at the end when he gets big. At number 3, I have Baylan Skoll from Ahsoka. Ray Stevenson, amazing performance. You can call him an anti-hero if you want, but just his demeanor and presence on the screen brought so much to that show. At number 2, Godzilla from Godzilla -1. Like you said, absolute menace. And at number 1, I have Damien from Creed 3, played by Jonathan Majors. This is a menace as well, and a great opposite to Michael B. Jordan. All righty.
Got it.
Let's do top 5 to 10 action/fighting performance or scenes of the year, and from a movie, show, anything.
So for number 5, I have the. Okay, I'm thinking, and I shouldn't put this number 5. No, fuck it. Number 5 is Ahsoka versus Anakin, and when she was like in that dream state, and they were fighting between when she was a little Jedi,
the world between worlds,
Padawan, yeah, and then she became, the regular Ahsoka. That's the part of the series where we get that crazy just Vader. Hayden has the yellow eyes. They're doing some really good like choreo there too with his lightsaber and the two separate styles that they have. So that's number 5. Number 4, the ending fight scene in Yu Yu Hakusho's episode 1. He's fighting that nigga that took over his body or whatever they were trying to say with that. It's actually funny.
Is that not in the show? Like the demons that come in your body and take over your body?
Maybe it is. I just don't remember.
Okay.
I mean, I saw Yu Yu Hakusho once a few years ago. Maybe it is, but I really don't remember. Actually, why would they just make that up? So I'm going to assume that it was in there because that's like a really crazy thing to make up. Anyway, that entire like choreo fight scene, whatever you want to call it, was just spectacular, man. Like just straight out of a Jackie Chan China 80s movie. I loved it. Number 3, the opening for Extraction 2. I mean, other than what they were able to do in John Wick, which I talked about earlier, it was just like holy shit, like this is crazy. And it was supposedly all in one shot. Monty doesn't think so, guys. He says he knows where they cheated.
No
but
way.
it was all done in one shot, whether we want to believe
That,
it or not.
that wasn't the
And
opening either. That's like midway through the movie. That's the opening.
whatever. Yeah. Number two, I have Paradise versus Paradise Island from Attack on Titan versus Aaron in the Attack on Titan finale. There's a point where Aaron's controlling the other founding or the other 9 Titans, and they're basically like in a 1v1 situation, which is just nuts. Um, just some really great stuff, man. Really great stuff. And number one is Thorfinn versus Snake from Villain Saga season 2. Uh, this fight means so much because this is the first time Thorfinn has had a fight in like I think 5 or 10 years. Um, because he's sworn off of fighting after his war torn childhood. He doesn't want to kill anymore. He doesn't want to hurt people anymore. So he sold himself into slavery, and
Oh wow.
he's basically trying to have like this redemption arc. On the farm, there's a guy who's had a similar past, but not really. He used to be a great warrior, but he's on the farm doing protection for the farm because of some shit he did in his homeland or whatever the case may be. So basically, it's just like these two alphas on the farm. The the fight is building up for the entire season because in season one, I'm kidding you not, there's a fight in every single episode. There's 26 episodes. There's 26 fucking fights, maybe more. Um, but in the 24 episodes of season two, there's literally 2 fights. But because they make you wait, it means so much more. And when Thorfinn and Snake actually fought, we were just like, "Oh my god!" This first of all, Thorfinn's fucking back, bitch, because woo, that nigga was going crazy. Boy, that nigga was going crazy. But yeah, it was really really well done. Really really great fight. Like it gives me chills just thinking about it, man. I want to watch it again on YouTube. I probably will once I leave here. That's it, man. What do you think?
Alrighty. All right. At number 10, I have Blue Beetle's first transformation. Jaime Reyes, when he first, the scare first attaches to his body, I thought it was just really done really well. It had a lot of horror elements to it. I love that. At number 9 is there's a scene in this movie called Sisu, the famous underwater scene, as Julian likes to call it, where he is this old man is running from this army, and he jumps into or militia, should I say, jumps into a lake, and I'm like, okay, we got him. These niggas in the lake, and he's taking niggas off one by one, slitting their throats, taking the air out of their throats while he's slitting them underwater just to breathe and not. It was insane.
Wow.
Um, at number 8, I had the staircase scene in John Wick 4. I don't know how any John Wick 4 scenes didn't make it on your list, but that scene was just so ridiculous. I remember in my theater when he fell down the second time, everybody was like, "Oh my god, like what are we doing here?" But it was like a fun kind of like, "Oh my god, like how can he get back up that staircase?" Um, at number 7, I have the underwater heist from Aquaman 2, which is when Black Manta first took that stuff from Atlantis, that oil or that fuel, whatever. Just a really cool scene and a highlight of the movie. Um, at number 6, I have the opening outbreak in The Last of Us show, episode 1, I believe, when the airplane's crashing. Joel's trying to get his daughter Sarah, that's her name,
Mhm.
out of the city. It's just so much chaos ensuing around them. It was just done so well. Um, at number 5, I have where am I? And I have the frozen lake battle on Napoleon. So this is one of the highlights of the Napoleon movie. This is really Scott flexing his muscles, or his battle choreography muscles. It was just a beautiful, beautiful scene of just these poor army just being succumbed to Napoleon's battle IQ, and by putting him on this frozen lake and having them all kind of just sink individually was really really cool. At number 4, I have, like you said, that 21-minute extraction scene, that one take. Like, okay, whether it's a one take or not, which I know it's not, it's still done amazingly, and it's just so high intensity. Um, at number 3, I have the hallway scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We get to see all the individual Guardians show off their powers and skills, and it's just done so well. A great send off for them in terms of a battle finale. And at number 2, I have the heroes versus All for One in My Hero 6. Just that little 3 or 4 episode arc. I mean, I know it's kind of a lot, but still, like, that's when I was on the edge of my seat, jumping up and down. I was like, this is just insane. Like, what's going to happen next? And at number 1, I have Godzilla when he first comes to Tokyo and Godzilla minus one and lets off that atomic breath. Like I said, I just sat in my seat and I was just like, oh my god, that's just an amazing action sequence in my opinion. So yeah,
Love it.
uh, all righty. Next category here, we're gonna go. Give me your top 5 funniest movies of the year.
So apparently, I didn't watch a lot of comedies. Um, the only one I have on my list is Bottoms. But I feel like maybe I just left something off. But whatever. I mean, if you want to count House Party, yeah, I guess that's a comedy. So let's go House
Yeah,
Party and let's go Bottoms. Bottoms was definitely the funniest movie of the year. Uh, movie with the girl from The Idol. I can't remember her name, but yeah,
Iowa
and
Debris.
Jonah Hill's sister. I think
No,
no,
which
not
one
her,
is
not Ayo Debris. No, she wasn't in it. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was talking about I'm thinking
Rachel
of
Sonat
there
from
we
the
go.
Idol.
Yeah. Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so
What about you, Monty?
I had two honorable mentions. No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence was really funny in spots, as well as Dungeons and Dragons, which I still need Julian to watch. That and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This movie, I don't know, it did horrible at the box office. I wish, but everyone who's seen it says yes. Like people need to go watch it. It's so funny. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy if it was done in medieval fantasy times. It's that good. Anyway, at number five, I have The Blackening. Regardless of how I feel about the movie, I definitely laughed a lot in certain spots. Some jokes really landed for me there. At number four, I have Polite Society. I thought that was just hilarious as well. Most of the jokes come from the lead, Priya Kansara, as well as her two best friends in the movie. At number three, I have American Fiction, which I just saw last night. Super funny, super smart. Julie, I think you really enjoyed that film a lot as well. At number two, I have Theater Camp. This movie was absolutely hilarious. And at number one, I have You People. Uh, Jonah Hill. I mean, if you put him in any kind of situation where awkwardness is going to ensue, he's just going to shine because he just plays that. He plays it up so well. And so I thought he had him and Eddie Murphy paired together really made for a lot of laughs in that movie.
Mm.
Um, let's do top five horror movies of the year.
Okay, let me find that list. Oh, it's right here. All right, number three. This is interesting. Okay, number three. I have Godzilla minus one.
Isn't
Um,
horror your favorite genre too?
it's one of them, yes.
This isn't a horror
Apparently, I
movie.
didn't see too many of those. Number two, I have Scream 6, and number one is The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
I'd argue Godzilla minus one is not a horror movie. But sure. At number five, I have Five Nights at Freddy's. So by the way, just for context, all these movies are. I don't think we got any really great horror movies this year.
I agree.
But they're all like all these are B minuses to me in my opinion. Well, at number four, I have Exorcist Believer. I thought it was good from an acting standpoint and a storytelling standpoint, but the scares weren't always there, and it could have went a little bit further, in my opinion. At number three, I have um, Talk to Me. This is the movie that most people would consider the best movie of the year. Most critics are considering best. It's definitely original and all that kind of stuff, but the tail end of it kind of didn't connect for it as much as it did for most people. But I still recommend it to any horror fan. Talk to Me by A24. At number two, I have The Blackening. I it's on the funniest list and the horror list, so that speaks to something, I guess. And number one is Scream 6, which I had a lot of fun with as well. I wish we could see this story conclude in Scream 7, but that probably won't happen. All right, next list here, guys. What we're gonna do is original music, so or score. So give me your top 5 to 10 best original music in a movie or score from a movie.
All right. So number five, I have from Wonka, the "Come with Me." I like Timothy Chalamet's rendition of it. Um, I like his vocal pitch a little more than Gene Hackman,
Wilder.
Wilder, whatever.
Mhm.
Number four, even though I don't love this movie, I think the ending with that dun 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 playing in the background was hard for Across the Spider Verse. Um, number three, I have one of the girls from The Idol. It's one of the songs on the. I'm pretty sure it played in the. Yeah, it did play in the show too. As did number two, Fill the Void. It's actually so funny, like seeing Lily Rose Depp perform these in the show, and then like listening to the actual song. It's like pretty close. So it's pretty good. Number one is obviously for me is going to be Halle Bailey's "Part of Your World." Her rendition of that song was just absolutely fantastic. What do you think, Monty? Oh wait,
Nice.
I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. "Part of Your World's not number one. I fucked up. No, I totally fucked up.
A song
Uh,
that made you cry bawling in the theater is not number one. Wow, what could top that?
no, yeah, number two. So that's number 3. Number 2 is "I'm Just Ken" from Barbie.
Okay.
It was almost song of the year. Like it almost was, literally. But there's nothing better than motherfucking peaches, 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 peaches. Ah, la, yeah. Sorry, that's my number 1. Peaches wins the best music or score of the year, in my opinion.
Alrighty, so I have 2 scores I just want to shout out because my other 10 are just actual songs, but these are 2 scores I think are really fantastic. Number 1 is the Spot theme from Across the Spider Verse, like the Spot villain. His theme is just so creepy and eerie. And number 1 is the Godzilla theme, which is really just the old theme, but they kind of revamped it a little bit. But it just hits you in the heart, in the chest, as soon as you hear it. It's amazing. Now at number 10 for original music in a movie this year is Ballad of Lucy Gray by Rachel Zegler, who's a great singer from the Hunger Games movie. At number 9, I have My House by Beyonce. This is a new song that she released at the end of her concert film. It's totally new, not on the album or anything. It's another great song on a Renaissance project. Number 8, I have J. Cole, Adonis Interlude in Creed 3. I think this is done during Jonathan Major's training arc in the movie. Another great J. Cole verse. I think, yeah, actually, I know for a fact that Dreamville did the entire album for Creed 3, so that was really cool. At number 7, I had This Wish by Ariana DeBose in the Disney movie Wish. I didn't watch the movie, but I remember hearing this song in the trailer. Like, this is an amazing song. So I downloaded it automatically, and it's a really great song. At number 6, I have Steal the Show from Pixar's Elemental. Another really good song that was played during a montage in the film. Film wasn't all that. Pixar's definitely fallen off, but that was a really great song. At number 5, I have Peaches by, of course, Jack Black, Bowser. Peaches, 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 peaches. At number 4, I have where's number 4 at? I have Coyle Ray, and she has a song in Across the Spider Verse. It's called "Self Love." It's played during the montage when Spider Gwen is dealing with it in the beginning, when she's dealing with her father not understanding who she is. Just an amazing, impactful song. At number 3, I have "Part of Your World" reprised by Halle Bailey. Like you said, man, in the theater just chills, and it was like you could hear a pin drop when she sang that. At number 2, I have "I'm Here" by Fantasia, who plays Celie in The Color Purple. That song, like I said, almost brought a tear to my eyes. It was just an amazing rendition of the song. There's actually a video out right now where she's doing her table read for the movie, and she's singing it amongst all her castmates, Corey Hawkins, Coleman Domingo, and they're all just like, "Oh my god, like this is crazy." And number 1 for me is Billie Eilish, "What Was I Made For?" The song from the Barbie movie. How the hell did the Barbie movie get a song of this caliber on their soundtrack? I will never know. But this song is just absolutely stellar and perfect, and will put you in your feels automatically. All right,
Awesome.
awesome, awesome sauce. All right, so moving on here. What categories do we have left?
2024 video
And
games.
baddies, and baddies.
Yeah, I didn't put nothing for that.
Oh, you never participate in that. Why?
I think it's a stupid category.
It's not. Well, okay. Well, then let's get that one out the way. Then we're gonna do top 5 series or show baddies. You have any?
Okay. No.
You're such a fucking annoying ass.
Say it.
All right.
Say it.
At number nothing.
Say it. Say it. I'm such a what?
You're not gonna cancel me. At number 5.
I got that record button ready. I'm gonna clip it.
At number 5, I have I really had 10, but I'm gonna just do 5. I have Alex Lepre, who plays Effie in Power Book 2, Season 3. Well, all these really not much to say. I mean, just look at them. At number 4, I have Priyanka Chopra, who plays Nadia in the show The Citadel, starring Richard Madden, on Prime Video. This is the spy thriller. Yeah. At number 3, I have Madeline Klein, who plays Sarah Cameron on Outer Banks 3, White Queen. And both number 1 and 2 both come from the same show, which is Grownish. At number 2, I have Daniela Perkins, who plays this character named Kiela on Grownish season 5. And at number 1, I have Justine Skye, who plays this character named Annika on Grownish season 5. Yeah, so those are my top 5 baddies in a series or show this year. Now, give me your top 5 baddies in a movie this year.
I do not do this category. So
At
enjoy.
number 5. Because I hate when you do this, because now it makes me look like extra horny. Because
I mean,
if we both,
brother, the list itself is already horny.
It's not, but if we both participate, it looks like, okay, this is something that we do. But now it's like only I'm doing it. That was just weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Anyway,
pretty weird. Pretty fucking weird.
At number 5, I have Lauren London, who played the character Amira in the movie You People. It was always great seeing her back, even with the added weight. Keep adding them pounds, baby.
Wow.
Keep keep adding them pounds, baby. It don't matter.
Okay.
At number 4, I have a duo with this one. I have a joint. I have the Carpenter sisters from Scream 6, Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. Yeah, give them both. At number 3, I got Sasha Kaye, from who plays Supergirl in the Flash. This is super awkward to do the white because they just like right. I can just feel her looking at me, so it's super awkward. But I'm going to ignore her. I have number 3. I have Sasha Kaye, which makes it even worse. I'm the only one doing this shit. Fuck you, Sasha
Yeah.
Kaye, who plays Supergirl in the Flash movie. That suit was crazy. At number 2, I have Sydney Sweeney, the whitest of all the queens, who plays the character B. Anybody but you. B for breast. And at number 1, I have it's kind of cheating, I guess, but Beyonce as herself in the Beyonce Renaissance
Boo.
movie. So yeah.
This nigga said B for breast.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir. Yes,
Monty,
sir.
is your dick hard? Are you did you get whatever you needed out of that?
I did, and I would have gotten more. Well, that sounded crazy. Never mind. So
What?
let's do our top 5 to 10 most anticipated shows of next year for 2024.
All right.
No,
So
nope. I'm sorry. That should definitely be last. So let's do top 3 to 5 video games. I can't do this for the one because I don't play games. But Julian, take it away.
all right.
Top
Yeah,
5 games of the year.
this is actually kind of weird because I'm the only one doing it. So yeah, I'm like, I wish you would have like done it. Like, yeah. Anyway,
Shut up.
number 5. Number 5, guys. First of all, this is like an incredible year for video games. This is just like really, really incredible year. I don't remember the last time we've gotten so many bangers. Number 5, I have Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It is the sequel to Jedi Kingdom. What is wrong with you?
I'm in trouble.
God. This nigga getting the death stare right now. Oh my god.
Listen, I'm in trouble. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
You're fucking nuts. Yeah. Anyway, another just banger game. It's so crazy that like this is like their own lore, and it's gotten to the point where like people want Cameron Monahan. Jesus Christ, Magak. I cannot say this nigga's name.
I think it's Montague.
Is that his
right?
name?
No, Cameron Monahan.
I could have sworn it was like anyway, him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's crazy that like they want this nigga live action now. That's how good the games have gotten. Number 4, God of War Ragnarok. Technically, this came out in November of 2022, but it still falls on my radar for this year's games, this slate of year games, because it's just fantastic. Number 3 is Insomniac's Spider-Man 2. It's so crazy that like with all the hype this had, it kind of lived up to it, which is crazy because like this is one of the most hype games of the year, aside from my next 2. But yeah, I mean, again, just great voice work by Yuri Lowenthal. A really fun narrative with Venom, and I'm interested to see where it goes. I mean, apparently we're getting a Venom game and we're getting a Spider-Man 3, so we'll see. Shout out to Miles Morales. He's way more fun to play with than Peter, which is why they had to get his nigga the Venom suit to even the scale. Number 2, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, need I fucking say more? I literally took off a week from work to play this when it released, and it was the best week I've ever had. Aside from this week, number 1, Hogwarts Legacy. Now, guys, I want you to understand the importance of me putting this at number 1, because when you're a fan of something, you hate everything. You do. So just like I didn't like the One Piece live action, just like I'm not liking the Percy Jackson series. I've only seen 2 episodes, by the way. This had to do a lot to impress me. It really did, because especially with Harry Potter, I am the biggest fucking Harry Potter fan, which means I'm the biggest fucking Harry Potter critic. And not only did it like exceed my expectations, it knocked it out of the park. Like, I can't wait till they do a part 2. I've played this numerous times this year. This is the only game, by the way, that I went back and played after I've beaten it this year. And that's why it deserves the number 1 spot. They got so many things right, but there's still so many more things to do. From so some of the things they get right were like the sorting. You get to pick your own sorting. You get to pick your own wand. You get to pick your own broom style. Bro, like these things I never thought I would see in my lifetime. And there's an open world that you can just fly across. Like it's just so fun, man. The combat was satisfying. Being able to cast Avada Kedavra is just nuts. I still think people are weird for thinking that they were going to be able to go around Hogwarts killing students. I'm not sure why they thought they were going to be able to do that, but yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is the game of the year in my opinion. I think everybody should play it.
Can you do that one thing that they do in the movie? What's it called, evaporate or whatever? When they fly around like clouds. like real fast?
What? Evaporate?
What's it called? That spell that 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 like Dumbledore uses with Harry when he grabs him by the arm at the bus station and they go
Oh,
real fast.
apparate. Apparate.
Apparate, yeah, yeah. Can you do that
You have to
again?
be 17. No, you have to be 17 to apparate. But they have fast travel, so you basically can. But no, you can't like actually apparate. No.
Okay, just curious. All right, give me your top 5 to 10 most anticipated shows of next year, 2024.
So this was an interesting list. I have more on my TV shows than I do on film. But as I stated earlier, I mean, everything in my top five aside from Super Mario Brothers for this year, I didn't know about at the beginning of the year anyway. So hopefully there are more things to come for the film side. But on the TV show side, number 6, I have Invincible season 2. Even though it premiered in 2023, I need it in 2024. I've been waiting years, literally, for this shit. Uh, Number 5, man, The Return, Rick and Michonne, The Walking Dead, The World Beyond. I need it. I fucking need this. It's gonna be so good. Hopefully. Number 4, Matt Reeves, HBO Max, The Penguin. I still don't know why I care about this show, but I really do. I mean, Colin Farrell was great in the Batman as the Penguin, but that was what 2 years ago at this point. But there's still like a level of excitement for me to watch this show, so I'm very excited for this. Number 3, Netflix. Bitch, you better get it right. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Um, Even though the creators left the show early on, and even though the trailer did not look stellar, I am super excited for this. I'm probably not going to like it, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Number 2, I have Echo for literally no reason other than to see Charlie Cox's Daredevil. And number 1, I mean, dun 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 House of the Dragon, bitch. Season motherfucking 2. Give it to me. I need it. Monty, what are your
Love,
most anticipated shows for 2024?
I love that for you. At number 10, I have The Penguin, Matt Reeves, The Penguin Show. For all the reasons that you stated, Colin Farrell owns this role completely. At number 9, I have The Last Airbender on Netflix. It would definitely now keep in mind, guys, this show what One Piece whatever it means to Julian. This is what Avatar means to me. But after watching the trailer, like you said, it wasn't stellar, and after watching this fucking Percy Jackson show, now I'm even more scared. I feel like this is going to be ass to be honest, but I put it at number 9 at least. It should be number 1 though. At number 8, I have Shogun. This is the new show coming to FX. Set in feudal Japan. It looks amazing. There is some white interference in the show, but hopefully, hopefully we can stick to our guns there.
That's the
At
main
number
character,
7,
fool.
no, it's not. At number 7, I have Echo.
Okay.
Um, I'm not just only excited for Charlie Cox. I want to see Echo. I thought she was a highlight in Hawkeye series, so I want to see her. At number 6, I have X-Men '97. I mean, I grew up watching X-Men in the the '90s show. So hopefully they can maintain that same magic that it had in the '90s. At number 5, I have Invincible season 2, part 2. I still hate them for taking this long ass season break, but I can't lie to you, I'm not excited for the second season. I mean, part 2 of the second season, because I definitely am. At number 4, The Boys season 4. I need it in my veins now. At number 3, I have The Acolyte, Star Wars The Acolyte. I'm so excited for this show in particular just because of it's set in a time that we've never explored yet in the movies. This is before episode 1. This is the rise of the Sith and the Council, and so I cannot wait to see how that plays out because there's no books, there's no comics to go off of. This is just pure new stuff in Star Wars lore. Um, at number 2, I have My Hero season 7. I need it, need it. And at number 1, like you, House of the Dragon season 2. Dun 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 dun. Dun. I already know it's gonna be an A, so yeah. Um, Last list, guys. It's been a long journey, but we are finally here. Give me your top 5 to 10 movies that are coming out next year of 2024.
Yeah, man, this was tough. Maybe I just didn't research hard enough, but looking at the slate, there's nothing I'm really too excited about. So I only have 4 things here, and really, I'm really only excited about 3 of them. But number 4 is Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. I'm gonna be there opening night. But after what they did to Kong, I'm expecting some serious redemption. But hey, he's got a metal arm now, so we'll see how he stacks up. This is going to be the tag team of the fucking century. I can't wait for it, honestly. Number 4, Nosferatu, the original Vampire
You mean
Tale.
number three?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, number 3 is Nosferatu, the original Vampire Tale, 100 years in the making, which is insane that the original came out in 1922. Has a stat cast: Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp is in it. I'm hoping that this is going to be one of the movies of the year, at least horror of the year. I'm very excited to see what they can do to modernize this and make it good. Number 2, Sonic 3. It's so crazy. It's nuts how like the first one was just bad. The
I
second
agree.
one, the second one wasn't as bad. Like it was a little more fun, but is there a bigger reveal than fucking Shadow, bitch? Like I don't think there is. Like this is like Darth Vader walking down that fucking tunnel. This means everything to me. So you finna tell me I'm getting Shadow and Sonic in a movie? Like yeah, I'll be there opening fucking night. And number 1, this is a weird number 1, but it's Deadpool. But I don't care about Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. Like I don't. I'm here to see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and everything else they can put in. But I'm probably gonna be disappointed because it's Deadpool 3. So at the end of the day, Ryan Reynolds is gonna get his shine too. But yeah, so far, man, these are only 4 films that I can say like I'm excited to see these. What about you?
So mad that I forgot to put Nosferatu in my list, but that definitely would have been like my top 3 or 5 because Del Toro is like one of my favorite directors ever. So yeah. At number 10, I have Godzilla and Kong, New Empire, whatever that shit's called. They revealed the new villain because he got revealed through toys that got leaked. That nigga
Toys.
looks fucking. Besides Scar King, there's another villain. He looks fucking dope as fuck.
Okay.
Um, at number 9, I have a Mad Max saga, Furiosa. This just aesthetically looks fucking like one of the best looking films I've ever seen in my life. Number 8, I had The Book of Clarence. This is a movie starring Lakeith Stanfield. I believe it comes out in January. It's like
It
a
does.
retelling on one of the disciples of Jesus, and it just looks like a fun modern take on a story, on an age old story. So I'm always here for like originality. Number 7, I have the Mean Girls reboot, the musical. Um, my heart is telling me that it's going to be horrible, but I got to see for myself, man. I got to see for myself. At number 6, I have Joker's 2, the the musical. We got Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. I just got to see what the fuck this even like. What is this going to even look like? Because it's just such a departure from the first Joker, which I thought was amazing. I just got to see what at the boardroom did they say to me? Like, you know what, we're doing this. Um, at number 5, I have Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The big Matt Reeves Planet of the Apes fan. Cannot wait to see where they take the story. The animation looks amazing, or CG or whatever mocap looks fucking fantastic. And it looks like they're actually going back to the old story of the first Planet of the Apes film that first released. Number 4, I have Wicked. This is the part 1 with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. I just saw Wicked for the first time on Broadway this year. It was an amazing play, and so I would love to see it translated on screen with Ariana Grande, who's like one of my favorite artists. Number 3, Deadpool 3. I actually do like Ryan Reynolds. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Deadpool movies, but I like him enough. Now, I'm curious for you though. Are you going to watch Deadpool 2 before Deadpool 3? Because I actually do think it's important because of what's
Mm,
something that happened at the end of Deadpool 2. I think it is kind of important to watch it.
probably won't.
That's so weird to me. Okay. At number 2 is Beyond the Spider Verse. Now, I saw like a list on online of like what's coming out. We've seen conflicting reports about how the animators are so backed up behind. There's no way it's coming out next year, but it was on the list, and so if it is coming out next year, I need it. And at home, you're probably wondering what the hell could be Beyond the Spider Verse. Julian, please tell them what it is.
What?
Oh, please tell them my number 1 most movie of the year, or most anticipated movie of the year.
Oh, Dune, right? Dune Part
Yeah,
2. I was about to say,
Dune
like,
2.
what are we doing? Yeah, got it.
Yeah, what are we doing here? Part 1 was a literal perfect movie, and it wasn't even complete. And so it's time for the end of the tale. And yeah, I know it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, guys, been a long time
I
coming.
hope that you do love the movie, and I hope
I
it's not a
fucking better.
letdown.
Yeah,
Mondi,
me too.
monster pod, monster.
Now you can say that. Yeah, now you can say that.
Thank you so much, guys. Hit the like button. Let us know what was your favorite movie of the year. What was your favorite TV show? Leave a comment. And thank you so much. I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.